Hey, Michael, what's up, man? Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I just got my mic plugged in. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, 4. How you guys? Billy. One more. Welding away. Well, have fun, man. Enjoy it. Make that money. 5, 6, 7, 8. La Mazel. Pop and Top Incorporated. Dun 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 dun. That probably dates me a little bit. We're gonna make a few pins today. Hey Tim, what's up, man? I've got 4 more pin kits from Strong Ink. Thought we'd turn those. I had a few minutes. Hey Michelle, how's it going? I'm not sure what kind of wood that is. Look how hard it is. It's really hot. It's also possible I might be going. I'm going 600. Let's slow down just a little. We're gonna make some pins. We got 3 or 4 pin kits. We're gonna make some pins. Once we super glue them, we're gonna make some. We'll make a set of coffee scoops while we're waiting for these to dry. Hey Suzanne, what's up, girl? That way we can keep going and give them about 10 minutes to dry, you know? Man, I was watching the news. That's pretty wild about people in Tennessee being out of power for a week. That's a long time. That's a really long time to be without power. Grab some sandpaper. Let's rough these up, these tubes. What's everybody up to today? Anybody at your job? I know Michael and Suzanne are. Okay, that one's ready to glue in. Let's get a few more. Oopsie, that one more than that. Oh, brother, did I get the wrong size tube? I don't think so, but maybe. No, we're good. Okay, just checking. So got 2 for that. 1 more tube and we're in business. What do you guys think? Do you like seeing this process, or would you rather join the video and I'm already turning them? I could go either way. Sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, and I know people are sick of seeing how pins are made, but I like showing the process. We're just scuffing these up so they stick, so that glue sticks better on them. All right, let's glue them in. 4 of these. Cool, Michelle. Self-promotion, talking and making pins. I dropped another video. Nice, Michael Wilson. Spiral carve. Well, cool. I haven't really turned a ton of pins. This is kind of new. I've probably turned about 10 now. Oh, let me grab my needle nose pliers. Those really helped the other day. I didn't get glue on me. Pro tip. Just kidding, I'm not a pro. But bought these at Harbor Freight. Hey Jim, how you doing? Now Tim, spiral carving. That sounds fun. Whoops. Yeah, we'll glue these up and then we'll go grab some coffee scoops. We'll turn some. My buddy, I just talked to him. He's working today. He's a 75-year-old contractor. I've worked with him a few times over the years, the last 3 years. And he wanted to see how I made coffee scoops the other day. So I let him borrow my chuck, which is how I hollow them out. So we won't be able to hollow them out, but we can shape some while we're waiting. And you guys can pick the wood. Having a good time making those scoops. And we'll have to ream that out in a minute. They're dry. Yeah, that's definitely working to help keep some super glue off of me. Tim, how are you carving spirals? Is that where you take a chisel and like draw a line, then follow it, like carve it like that? I've seen people do it like that, and I'm like, man, that takes some dedication. Oh, okay. I am live from Oklahoma. I'm near Tulsa, Oklahoma. How about you guys? Where's everybody watching from? Suzanne's in Alabama. Michael is UK. Let me see. I'm not sure where Tim's from. Got a lot of people from Ohio. There you go. So we're going to let these dry right there. We're going to set them off to the side for a few. We'll give them about 10 minutes. So let's go let you guys pick. Let's see what we've got in the wood supply. Oh, let me. Dayton, Ohio. Tulsa Wood King. You know it, girl. Hey, Austin, what's up? Alabama. Jim's in math class. Jim, are you a teacher? I used to teach part-time at the local colleges when my wife was a stay-at-home mom. She was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years, so I think I taught for about 7 part-time at night to help, you know, keep her home with the kiddos. That was several years ago. I haven't taught in probably 10 years. Our kids are old. Ooh, that's nice. So, I'm going to give you guys your choice. What is this? All right. So let's see. North Alabama. Okay. Full-time sub. All right. Soldier Farms. Old Rocket City. Okay. Isn't that funny? All right, y'all. We got 3 choices. You want to make some out of Etimo? That's what it looks like. Or we can do these Chechen. Or Douglas fir. I'd rather not do Douglas fir. What do you guys think? Whoop, whoop. Whoopsie. Sorry, y'all. Left or right? Left or right? So Chechen or Etimo? What do you guys think? Hey, Ray, what are you up to, buddy? All right, I'm just gonna throw them. Oh, you meant just okay. I mean, I do just throw them. Cheech. All right, we're doing Cheech. Chechen. Kiln dried Chechen. Let's get these swapped out and we'll turn them real quick, and then we'll come back and make a couple of pins with some strong ink pin kits. You guys haven't heard of them? I'll put a link in the description. I've been really happy with the pin kits they've sent me. Chong is separate. We're just doing Chechen today. Oh man, is that a crappy mark or? It's all this wax, which is a good thing. That's how you seal it and keep it good. Sure. I think I'm running my pen doing that. Probably so. That works. I got to deal with them today. Steve, what are they going to do for you, man? Tell you what, I think a lot of us have deals with them. They're supposed to be sending me stuff every month now. This was the first shipment, and we just talked last week about it. Hit that like button for me, guys. All right, Ray. Oh, man, come on. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Gotta get that lined up a little more better. There we go. Hope you guys are having a great day. While the pin blanks are drying, waiting for us, we'll make a couple of these Chechen, kiln dried Chechen. Scoops. Crank this bad boy up. Hit that like button for me, y'all. We got 15 likes up in here. Yeah, that stuff, I can tell it's hard. Okay, I'm gonna go up just a little faster. It's a little easier to turn. I guess I need to tighten it. Make sure that thing doesn't come loose, you know? Let's go. If you're new to the channel, my name is Steve. Welcome in. If you're new to the channel, put new in the comments, and if you're a part of the community, please welcome anybody to the community. Man, that is super hard, I can tell. I'm gonna go get the dust collector going. I can already tell I don't want to move this crap. Sorry, thank you for letting me know. how do you get a full-time sub position? I've got a friend, she's a full-time teacher, and her husband, he was subbing for a little bit, but it wasn't like a full-time deal. I think that'd be a lot easier on the school systems to have a full-time sub versus having to rely on all these other subs. Hey Zach, what's up, man? Yeah, this is Chechen. Kiln-dried Chechen. I've never worked with it before. I'll show you the sponsor today. There's two sponsors of the video. Strong Ink King. They sent me the pin blanks, and then this wood I'm trying to run now. Turningblanks.net. Go to my YouTube channel. I've got links to multiple channel sponsors, and I've got discount codes. Finish, wood supplies, all kinds of good stuff. Alright, we're still a little square right there. Let's keep going. There we go. I had dust in. I was like, dude, it's not doing anything. Alright, that's better. There we go. I was like, dude, no dust is. It's all flying toward me. It's very hard. So I'm going to put on my mask. So please remind people to smash that like button for me, y'all. Yeah, I got to mask up. That stuff's getting to me. I kind of like that. This wood is Chechen. Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Oh man, it's unplugged. Brah. Come on, dude. Ugh. There we go, baby. Now we're cooking with bacon, grease, whatever. A BLT sounds really good. What's up, Tom? All right, let's make some pins. Yeah, those are pretty, right? I've never used that wood before. That's some pretty stuff. Let's see if honeydew project. All right. I am whistling while I work. You got to enjoy it. Uh-oh. Where the freak did it go? Come on, dude. It went to the abyss. Nope, there's one. Well, crap. I gotta dig around. Hold on. It fell behind the lathe. I think. Well, crap, where'd it go? There it is. It was buried in the dust. Sounds like a song. All we are. I found it. It went behind it. It was buried in the sawdust. That'll work. I think so. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Oh, it already split. No, it didn't. Never mind. It looked like it. I was going to get a little irritated. Almost ready to turn some pins. That'll work. One more. We're just trying to flush that metal up with the wood. That'll work. Wow, we have 79 likes. Thank you, everybody. Let me find my bushings. Make sure these are the correct ones. They look like the same. This is the pin kit we're turning from Strong Ink. You know what? I forgot about that. We've got two to turn. Why not put them both there at the same time? There we go. There we go. Let's do this. Let's take out one of these. There we go. Don't make me do it. I might mention bacon again. That should be alright. Let me see if I've got another little one over here. I should. Ryan, what's up, brother? I had fun last night watching Jessica turn. Let's turn some pins. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Chilling, making a few pins from Strong Ink. I'm digging their blanks. They're really good quality. The wax is applied. Now let's buff it. The heat will melt the wax onto it. Now we're going to finish it off with some of this Renaissance wax, and that's it. That thing is shiny. Let's go put it together. What do you think? Let's go see if it all fits. Let's go grab a kit and see what we did. Let's go. All right, time to get a drink and let's get some assembly done. A mandrel, Tim, I think you can get a mandrel for, I think I was on the Strong Ink website last week. You can get a kit with the mandrel and a mandrel saver, I think, for somewhere around 30 bucks. So this is the PKS5 CH for chrome. That's the one we just made. Oh, I need my pin press. Let me go grab that. Where is my pen press? Really? There it is. I was gonna say those things can't hide, they're pretty big. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We hit 115 likes. You guys are freaking awesome, man. Tim, I'm not sure, buddy. Thanks. I think this was some of that scrap wood I had. I'm not sure what kind it is. I want to say Coco Bolo, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I'm not great at putting these together. Michael always gives me some pointers because I'm like, oh, what do I do? I mean, I could have made it wrong with the wrong adapters or the wrong bushings. I'm pretty sure I used the correct ones. I tested them out earlier, but okay. That fits right on. Yeah, that's a nice twist on fit. Ooh, man, I actually did it. That looks good. Okay, then trying to think what goes next. The pin goes in the transmission, right? Or does it? Oh, actually the transmission goes in first, doesn't it? I don't know. That's what always throws me off. Where the transmission goes in throws me off. That's it, I think. I don't know, that doesn't look right to me. There it is, I think. Is that it? I think that, no, I don't think that was it. Yeah, it is, that was it. That screws on. Okay. It's threaded. Sorry guys, I don't turn a ton of pins. I'm still learning, so there's threads in there. Screw it in. Now it's screwed in. Now, you put this at the bottom, right? Or not? I think so. I need to pull up a picture of what this one looks like. Am I wrong? I don't think so. Let's try this. I think it has to be pushed in. Let me see if Michael's telling me any good advice. Hey, Nene. Trying to put together this pin kit. I haven't put this one together yet, but I'm kind of... I think I'm doing something wrong. Or, well, you know what it is? This looks like it has the spacer. I think that's what I'm doing wrong. I don't know for sure though, so I'll probably have to look this up. I might be doing this wrong, because that looks like a spacer to me that goes in the center. Probably something like that. We'll see. We'll try to press that in. See if this will press in. No, that wasn't long enough. That's nice. Needs to be locked in place. Now let's try that. I think that'll work. There we go. You guys see that? So it's pressing in right there. There we go. Now we've got that with the spacer. Man, that's a nice... I think these are the ones I saw Chase with. With that, that's a cool, nice touch with that spacer. I like that a lot. Now screw that in. Okay. Oh man, I like that spacer a whole bunch. Let's see. Let's press this in. That looks pretty good. For those of you that are new to the channel, thanks for hanging out. I'm Steve. I do a lot of wood turning on my lives. I also do a lot of woodworking on the channel. I build custom furniture, laser engraving, some carving. I'm not a great carver. I'm still learning. Aren't we all though? I'm gonna push that in place a little bit. There, let's try that. Oh, not quite. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for hanging out, spending part of your Monday with me. There we go. Okay. I could have gone a little smaller there. I didn't think of the ring. I should have thought of that. I don't know. I kind of dig it though. We'll see what it looks like. All right. Man, I like this. These kits are super heavy duty. I've turned probably 3 or 4 companies worth of pin blanks or pin kits, and absolutely this is my favorite so far, for sure. All right, come on little buddy, get out of there. And I love chrome. I prefer chrome to the gold. I mean, if I'm doing like a walnut, like a dark wood, I do kind of like gold, but I'm more of a chrome dude. I'm like, meh. You know, when I used to have in my 20s, I wore one of those chains when I would go to dance clubs. It was always silver. It wasn't the gold one, you know. All right, the moment of truth. Okay, so it opens. I think I need to press it in just a little more on that other side, on the pin. So I think this still needs to be pressed in just a little more. Let's take this out because it's not quite going deep enough. Let's see. The tip of the pin, or the ink, wasn't coming out of the bottom quite enough. So we're gonna push this, and this has a line you're supposed to go to. Oh, come on, dude, I didn't have this tight enough. Dorcas. There we go. There's a line, and I didn't press it to the line. That's what I should have done. There we go. Now it's to the line. There's like a line on that shaft. Now let's try that again. That freaking ring is so cool. My next ones, I think I'll make a little smaller. I don't know. I kind of like that though. We'll see. Well, let's put it together. Let's see what that looks like. We really don't have to press that on with the, okay, so it opens. See if it writes. Let's test out, make sure it writes. Hey, Zach. Zach, let me know if you get into it, man. I'll send you some pin blanks. There's a tip protector. Hey, Ruben. So, hey, not bad for Steve's like 10th or 12th pin, but dang. I saw Chase turn these about a month ago. I love that little black. That really just makes this pin pop. And, you know, the wood's kind of nice too, but okay, I like the proportions. I did good there. And I do kind of like the gap there. Yeah, Tom, hit me up, Tom. We'll, I can send you some free wood pin blanks if you want. I'll let you pay shipping, but I'll send you, I got all kinds of wood, man. I'll send you guys something. Yeah, if you guys are getting into pins, shoot me a message. I've got so much wood, I'll be happy to send you some pin blanks for free. You just pay shipping. So, that's nice. You know, I made the mistake last week. I made a couple of these pins. And, hey, Van Lot, what's up? These are from Strong Ink, S-T-R-O-N-G-I-N-K. Here's the kit number we just turned. Strong Ink is the company name. And that's the kit we turned, PKCS5, CH was chrome. Oh, that's a good idea. What do you guys see pins sell for in your area? I have never tried to sell these. I've given, to be fair, my buddy turned 50 like 4 years ago. I made him a pin. It was crap. It didn't open. I didn't know what I was doing. It was like my third pin ever. That's pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. So do you guys remember, if you were on the live a couple of days ago, we were working on that big box. Let me see, whoop, sorry. We were working on that big box. Let me bring the camera up. See if you guys remember that thing. There we go, let's mow better. All right. Oh, and I organized all my pin stuff this weekend. I went to Harbor Freight and bought a couple of those. I threw away a bunch of those old pin blanks. Then these are all the pin blanks I have that I bought from a buddy years ago. So, but let me show you the box we did this weekend. I did it on a live. This was the box we made. This is actually going to be a case. So it's encapsulated. I've got plexiglass on top, plywood on the bottom. Today what I did, because this joint was just glued, it needed a reinforced joint. So what I did was drill some holes and put some glue down here, and I drove in some dowels. Now those are going to be sanded, and I'm going to cut this thing in half to open it up. So it's a little nerve-wracking. I don't know that I'm doing that today. I'm not sure. Thanks, Suzanne. It's for a friend. You know, she asked me to build it, and I told her I could do it in January. I'm a little late, but they're moving out of town Wednesday. We're taking them to dinner, and she's going to paint it. But I'm going to sand it and fill these in. I'm going to fill these in with some paint filler. You know, if you're here, I might as well do it. And then I'll sand it, and then I got to cut it. So I'm a little scared on when you cut something that tall on the table saw, you really need an extra tall auxiliary fence right there. So I'm probably gonna have to get mine out and add an auxiliary fence. Kevin Ellis, what's up, brother? So Kevin, let me show you what we made, man. Let me find that pin we just made. So Kevin, here's the pin we just made. This is from Strong Ink. They're a channel sponsor now. You'll be seeing lots of Strong Ink. Ooh, I didn't even notice it had that black stripe. That's freaking cool. Black's one of my favorite colors, so heck yeah, I dig it. Man, I'm liking that. I know when I saw, hey Alan, what are you doing, buddy? When I saw Chase about a month ago turning these, I said, where'd you get those awesome pins? And he told me, and I reached out to Strong Ink and they sent me some. So we're gonna have a lot more videos out. We'll do a lot more live streams making some pins, and hopefully I'll be getting better and quicker. And let's show you what else we made. Let's see. Well, we got 130 likes. Dude, where'd those scoops go? Oh, there they are. These are the scoops we made today. Or are they? I've made so many scoops recently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's them. Those are gonna be freaking popping once I put finish, but my buddy has my chuck. Hey, thanks, Zach. Appreciate you, man. My buddy has my chuck, so I can't hollow them out. I've got, where's my stash? I've got like 8. There we go. I've got like all these to hollow out. So all those are getting hollowed out once he brings my thing back to me. Whew. Other than that, what's up? Happy Monday. My son works with a lathe. Hey, Daddy Rabbit. Well, lathes are fun. They can be dangerous. I wear a face shield. I just got a new replacement plastic this weekend. It's just dusty. But yeah, have a great time with them. I make all kinds of things with them. This shirt was clean, but now I have sawdust shavings in the pocket. My wife is getting mad at me with all the sawdust in the laundry room. Take off the clothes at night, it's like there's sawdust everywhere. I try to brush it off, doesn't always work. So, all right, let me show you what I'm working on today. Solid cherry plaques, solid cherry plaques, solid cherry plaques. That's like 32, 24, 24. So, all right, see you, Tim. You guys want to watch me make a jig? Because I've got to route all these. I'll show you how I make a jig so you don't get tear out if you guys are interested. I know, Tom, but check it out. But hey, Tom, I'm a tall dude, so my mother-in-law bought these for me for Christmas, and they're long. Most shirts are way too short for me. I'm really long torsoed. So, hey, blessings, Tim. So, hey, let's make a jig real quick because this is actually what I need to be doing. This is what I'm getting paid for this week. So let me show you what's up. I'm gonna move this out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. I'm gonna cut this up later. When you're not watching, I'm a little nervous. So let me show you what we're doing. Uh-oh, lost something. Grab some scrap MDF. So this is what we've got going on. Yeah, Tom, normal shirts stretch, shrink when you wash it. So the 2XLT is what I wear, so they're extra long. And I mean 2XLT, I'm a big dude. So here's what happens. When you route, I'm going to route, let me show you the bit. This is an OG bit. Might have to see if that's the right one. But when you route something, when you're going this way, it's going to tear out here, wherever the exit point is. So I'm going to build a jig. I'm going to build a jig to first hold it in place. And I'll show you what I mean by tear out. Let me get this set up, I'll show you. I made these last year for the same company. Yeah, definitely like the extra tall, man. Torso, height, and width. Yep, I'm 6'3". I'm, what am I weighing now? Probably 255. A few years ago when I started doing this full time, I got down to like 245. But, so let's make a stop. Let's see. We've got 3 different plaques. So we got 3 different sizes. So we want here. That's our biggest one in this batch. So I'm gonna say, I think that'll work. So we're gonna say, we're gonna put a stop right here. Let me grab a scrap piece. Let me show you how I do it. I just find some scrap in the shop. Let's see. Here's some cherry from actually making these. We can put one end. That should work. That's the same thickness. That's good. Let me cut this in half. All right. So we're basically just going to create let me think if this is going to work. That should work. I'm going to go nail them in real quick. Let me grab the nail gun. Where is my nail gun? There we go. Come on, guys. You know I have to look for stuff all the time. Come on. Don't judge me. Dust everywhere. And actually, we're going to start. This is for the larger size. Let me show you what we're doing. We're going to make it for the smaller size right now. Doesn't really matter. Let's do it for the larger. That's fun. So we're going to do, set it up on the edge. Let's square it up real quick. Square it up. Okay, so we're squared there. Tack it in over here. Make sure you're not putting your nails here because that's where we're going to be routing. Okay, right there. What's up, Billy? Man, I don't have 6-pack abs. I have like the kegerator abs. You know what I'm saying? Remember the little party keg that Spuds McKenzie used to have? Oh, man. All right, check that out. So we're going to line this up here. We're lined up here. We're lined up here. Now we're going to nail right there. Hopefully I cut all these really close to the same size. Now, I'll show you what's up. Let me grab the bit. Let me make sure I have the correct router bit. So right there, I'm gonna make sure this is out of my way. So now, you can just put in your new plaque. So I'm just checking which face is gonna be the show side. That's gonna be the show side. Put it in, and it's a tight fit. Line it up. That's fine. I think I'm going to put one here too. Hey, I know, Harvey. I graduated in '91. That's a long, long time ago. You start thinking how long it's been since you've been in high school. Woo! That's been a while. We're just using this scrap wood. We're creating a positive stop. I do this a lot when I'm woodworking. I use scrap wood. Really, dude? It's my battery. Oh! Battery came off and hit my foot. That's all right. All right. Let's make sure that's the correct bit. I don't know if that's the correct one or if I'm using a smaller one. Let me look. We're just using a round over. I've got a couple of different sizes. I'm not sure which one I used last year. So let's dig. Actually, that's the little guy. That's what we need. Gosh, that's so freaking dull, man. Got any good way to sharpen these? Jesus Christ returns is here. My friends, I bring good news that Jesus Christ is coming soon, that he died for your sins so much you can have eternal life. Absolutely. Yep, I am a believer. So yeah, that thing's a little dull, though. I don't have a good way to sharpen that. But that's the one we want. Pretty sure. We'll test it on a scrap piece. Get the good old Harbor Freight corded router out. Oh gosh. Come on, yo. Don't judge me, y'all. It's like live TV. Here's the corded router. '77. Ray, what's 77? Let me see. Let's see. Billy graduated in '77. Billy, you're making me feel young. Appreciate that. Even beeps when I back up. That's hilarious. Oh, man. All right. All right, let's get a scrap piece. Make sure we like it before we get going to town. All right, I'm gonna mask up and wear eye protection and put this pin stuff up real quick. Sorry. I'll tell you what, I'm tired of misplacing all this crap, so just saying. Just saying. All right. I don't want to get dust, sawdust, and all this stuff. Trying to keep it semi-nice, y'all. All right, let me grab the respirator. Let's do a test and make sure we like the profile. Graduating 77, Sandy 79. No, I'm not 77 yet. Suzanne, don't tell me you were born in '96. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you like 32? Gosh, I'm old. I'm old enough to have kids that are 32. Holy crap. I'm 53. Man, need to even the scale. Ray makes me feel young. Suzanne's making me feel old. Oh, 77, okay. I was born in '72. Hello. All right, the one thing I upgraded, I used this last year. I bought it for this project because I made 100 plaques. My cordless routers couldn't keep up. Well, Harvey, congratulations. Graduated in '96, born in '78. All right, Kevin. So, I already broke this, I dropped it. But I made my own, I designed my own router plate because the one they send you is really small and I need more support, so I designed this. So if you guys ever get this, let me know. I can give you the file for that if you want to make your own. You can make it out of wood or acrylic. So always keep this unplugged when you're changing the bit out. I've got a bunch of wrenches. I bought the Rigid 5 or 6 years ago. It's great, but it got real weak. I sent it in and it still is crap. Then I bought this last year for this job. It couldn't keep up. Kept dying. I needed to make it, so I bought this. So, good stuff. Glad we had this talk. Dang, dude, where's the wrench for this thing? Crud, dude. Seriously? None of the wrenches work. Very nice, very nice. All right, there we go. Let's get a real wrench. Big Daddy. Crest wrench coming on, baby. All right, Suzanne, what's on the list this week? Are you doing any, grants? Are you doing any grants this week? I updated my resume for the first time in 20 years last week and sent it off. I don't know, some of you may or may not know, I did IT for 22 years. And then I quit 4 years ago, and I've been woodworking full-time since then. And I'm going back to IT. Getting ready to close out our big grant. Well, good. Someone's got to do it. Might as well be you. Come on. Line that up. Come on, dude. What's up? There we go. There we go. All right. We want a little bit of OG, or that little sticking out. Just a smidge. Probably right there. Sure. That works. All right. I'm masking up and putting some eye protection on, y'all. Oh, that sucks. Harvey, I'm going to keep doing woodworking for fun, and you know, the last 3 years I did a huge Oktoberfest here in Tulsa, 5-day event. I've done it the last 3 years with some buddies. 2 years ago, it was 3 woodworkers, including me. I bring my lake maps, and then they sell their woodworking. But yeah, I'll still do it for fun. But man, I'm gonna miss doing the lives with y'all. You know, because my live time is during the day for the most part. So I won't be able to go live as much. But I'll still be on. I'll still be making videos. It'll just be fewer, you know. But you know, I'll still be I'll still be woodworking on the side, having fun. I still have a laser to pay for. I like to pay for that with woodworking money that the business generates. Well, that's good, Suzanne. So, all right, let's route this. That's a good-looking piece of cherry, just saying. I'm doing some woodworking on weekends. I work full-time as an estimator. Harvey, what kind of estimator? I gotta find my glasses. Ah. No tear out. Yeah, I think we need more preachers versus more IT people. Enjoy it, man. Hey Chris, what's up, buddy? I'm working on an order of 104 plaques for a local fishing tournament place or organization. Yeah. What's up, monkey? Making plaques today. Man, your hand definitely gets cramped up. Yeah, it vibrates a little bit. Thought I was done. Maybe not. What's up, JRH? John? We're good. Hey, Brian. Now that one plaque is ready for sanding, and then tomorrow I start laser engraving. See you, Brian. See you guys. Sorry, I know it's boring. This is the job. Now, if you guys have a laser engraver, this is a good paying side job you could do. What? We're under pressure? That sucks. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? Whew. I'm working on an order of 104 plaques this week. So I'm trying to route them all, probably sand them first thing in the morning, and then start laser engraving in the afternoon tomorrow. So hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for hanging out. We got 164 likes. Thank you, guys. Hey, see you guys. I'm good. I'm tired. I've got to go let the poodle back in the house. I'm taking a 15-minute break. Don't tell my wife. Then I'm getting back after it. So, see you guys.